everybody. My name is Stephanie. I am the leader of Team Dream Fit, and I am going to be hosting tonight our call on what is coaching. And I'm so excited that you guys have joined us. This is an amazing opportunity, and I'm really so happy to share it with you. I'll start by saying that I signed up as a coach, and I'm going to go into my story, but I signed up to it as a coach, and I was very skeptical about this opportunity. So I really like doing these calls and giving you guys an idea of what it is we do, because I know I had a lot of questions. So I'm going to open this up at the very end for any questions that you might have. Please feel free to jot any down as I go through the slides, and then I'll open it up so you guys can ask, okay? So here we go. What is coaching? The things that we're going to go over tonight on this call, and I'm going to try and keep it short because I know that you guys have things to do. But things that we're going to cover is, what is a Beachbody coach? What's required to be one? How do you get paid as a Beachbody coach? How do you grow a team? And I'm going to go over also the normal hesitations of people that why they don't sign up. So we're going to go over, so wait a second, is this one of those pyramid schemes? And I'm not a salesperson, or I don't have a lot of time, and I'm not at my goal weight. How can I be a coach? Okay. So those are the things that we're going to go over. A little bit about me. So I introduced myself at the beginning, but for those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephanie. I am 35 years old, going on 25, and I have a long history of being overweight. In fact, my whole entire life, I suffered with my weight. And I played sports because my dad, it's very important for us to be involved in sports, but I knew nothing about nutrition. I knew nothing about really exercising, to take care of yourself. I just played sports, and that was it. I didn't really find fitness until I went to college. And Christy, who's on the call tonight, she is so near and dear to my heart because Christy was my first aerobics instructor in school, in college. And when I went to school, I was very heavy. So the whole freshman 15 thing, for me, I went heavy and gained weight. But I went to this aerobics class, and I absolutely loved it. I stood in the front, and I got so into it. This was the very first time I'd ever taken it. And she approached me and, asked me if I ever considered teaching. And I was like floored, like, no way. I mean, my nickname was Miss Piggy growing up. Like, I could never have even imagined that I would do something fitness related. But I ended up taking her up on it, and she coached me and taught me how to teach and cue and everything. And I went on to teach for 5 years after that. So that was such a special time in my life because I found fitness, I found my passion for it, and that's when I first found how much I loved helping other people. And not only did I lose my weight, it made me so confident. Like I said, I enjoyed helping people, and I just found my place. I left Pittsburgh, where I was at the time, and I came to the DC area. I'm also a singer-songwriter, and I decided to pursue my music. And though I remained very active, something held me back from pursuing teaching. I was scared to move to a new area and kind of start over. But I remained active and would work out, and I made it such a big part of my life. I was on top of the world, very, very happy. In 2008, I met my now husband, and even though at the time I wanted nothing to do with him, he was an amazing person in my life and just became such a good friend of mine. And he was there with me in 2009 when I was diagnosed with melanoma. And for those of you guys that don't know what melanoma is, it's the deadliest form of skin cancer, and it completely blindsided me. I have a history of depression, and at that moment, I completely shut down and could not any longer take care of myself. It's very strange what fear does to you. The whole fear of dying thing actually kept me from living. So very ironic. But with that, I gained pretty much all of my weight back and some. In 2010, surprise, we found out that we were pregnant with our first daughter. And though that was very tough because I had went to doctor after doctor about whether or not the pregnancy was bad for my history, it was a huge blessing because it, made me think about my baby instead of the fear and everything that was running my life. But with that pregnancy, I gained 60 pounds and I had my beautiful baby. It's completely where I learned what true love was all about. And so we went on to grow our family, and I lost a little bit of weight after I had her. But then when I got pregnant with my second daughter, I gained 60 pounds again, already on a very heavy frame. So when I had my second daughter, I was 100 pounds overweight. I was extremely heavy, in the obese category, which is very hard for me to say, but I was. And I knew I needed to take care of myself, but I really couldn't find anything. I couldn't find the motivation. I still was so driven by this negativity and this like dark cloud that followed me around everywhere. In October of 2014, though, I had seen so much buzz about Beachbody, and my coach approached me and said, have you ever considered doing 21-day fitness and Shakeology? And I had heard about it. And, I think she had posted something about there was a giveaway on her page. And I just said, you know what? Okay, I'm going to do this. Enough is enough. My knees hurt. I can't walk up and down the stairs carrying my baby. Like, I need to take care of myself. So I purchased a challenge pack, and that challenge pack sat on my counter. And it sat there for like 2 months until, she said, there's this challenge group, why don't you go ahead and get involved? And so the accountability factor for me and that support, I was mortified to fail. So I opened that sucker up with absolutely no meal prep, and I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. And October 11th is the day that I started. And the first 3 months, I lost 30 pounds. And I knew how amazing these programs were, how amazing Shakeology was. And I knew that it was changing my life and that I wanted to help other people do this. I had no idea. I knew nothing about this opportunity. Again, one of the reasons I want to share this with you guys, I knew nothing about the possibilities that this opportunity can offer. And I just kind of went at it blindly. And so I said, okay, if I can help one person, then, this will be worth it. So I signed up as a coach, really technically to just get the discount on the products. And my business just took off. And I've developed this team of amazing men and women that help other people. And I'm on a mission to continue to help people because that is really what this is all about. And I am out to inspire and motivate people that are just like me and that have, struggled with their weight and that they feel low and that they think that they cannot succeed. I'm here to tell them that they absolutely can. I've lost 92 pounds. Beachbody has what they call Beachbody Challenge, where they give away prizes for people who participate in their programs. And so with doing my programs, you'll see here at the bottom of the screen, that's my before and my after there on the right. So I do work full time. I commute very long hours every day. And, we'll see how much longer that lasts. But let's talk about Beachbody for those of you guys that are not really sure like what all Beachbody entails. Beachbody is this amazing company. Right now, it's huge. It has just completely taken off. I believe it first started, back in 1998. And it started first with P90X. Those of you guys have probably heard of Tony Horton's amazing program that really set the tone for Beachbody. And we had the opportunity to hear Carl Deichler, who's the CEO of Beachbody, speak last weekend. And he spoke about how he started this company. And he was actually in the infomercial business. And he started this company to have a workout program, one, and do an infomercial business. And what ended up happening was it just took off. And so people were doing P90X, and they were getting such amazing results that they started sharing on their social media, and they started doing YouTube videos, and people started catching on. And they developed this amazing support system, which eventually turned into the very first Team Beachbody coaches. And so they developed over time this amazing 4 levels of helping someone succeed. And the one is fitness. The second one is nutrition and Shakeology. And each program comes with a nutrition. And the third is peer support. And, Beachbody came up with this amazing community so that everyone could succeed, and that the one thing that people were lacking in their journey was accountability and support. Because let's face it, how many times have you guys tried to go to the gym? How many times have you been like, I really want to lose weight, but you're like recruiting friends to like join you on this journey? Like, do you want to do it with me? We could do it together. And if you don't have that, then your chances of succeeding are slim unless you have that support. So coaching does that. And what we do as coaches is we lead by example. So we are a product of the product. We are using these programs. We genuinely believe in these programs. I have done every single program pretty much that Beachbody has to offer, except for 1 or 2, which are on my dream board to do this year. But every single workout I have done is amazing. It is so good. And the best part about it is that they're effective and they're efficient. I come from this mindset of I have to go to the gym and I have to do an hour-long class, and then I need to go into the weight room and I need to lift weights. But what ends up happening at a gym is that your time there is actually not efficient time spent. It's not valuable time. If you aren't someone who has planned your workout, if you're not with a trainer, you're kind of like, I'm going to go do this machine, and then I'm going to go do that machine, and then I'm going to lean on the machine, and I'm going to chat with the people there. And so then you end up spending like 2 hours. Well, as a mom, as a wife of a police officer, I do not have time to go to a gym and spend that. So getting a 30-minute workout in every single day that is efficient, is effective, that works, really, really spoke to me. So we lead by example. We do the products. We are encouragers. We run challenge groups, as we call them, or fitness accountability groups. And we do them and we offer people to join us because we want to encourage them. We've been through it. We know what it's like. And so we just offer them a place, a community to connect. We're also entrepreneurs. We're running a business, and a business of helping people, which we'll get into a little bit later. We're dreamers and we're doers. We want to grow our network of people that we can help. Guys, we live in a world where obesity it's rampant, and a lot of people don't know how to take care of themselves. And not all of us coaches are professionals. Not all of us are experts, but we have an amazing network of people that we can reach out to and talk with. And, I might not be a nutritionist, but I can say, this is what I'm eating. This is what I found. These are the recipes that I found have worked for me. And just because I'm not an expert doesn't mean that somebody else can't take what has worked for me and apply that to their life. And that's what we do as coaches. So I want to talk briefly on how it is that we earn money, because we are running a business. And the first way that we earn money is by recommending Beachbody products and programs. First and foremost, guys, if you want to be a coach, you have to believe in the products and the programs. And so if you believe in the products and the programs and you believe what they can do for people, it's really as simple as helping them by recommending what we have to offer. And the second way that you earn money is by growing a team of your own and helping other people help other people. And I'll go into all of that here. So growing a team, people get like really bogged down with thinking like, whoa, that coach has a network of 35,000 coaches. How is that possible? Guys, that coach did not get all of those coaches. But what happens is that it's a domino effect, and you inspire someone who inspires someone who then inspires someone else. And it just grows and grows and grows. And we're not doing anything bad. In fact, we're doing something amazing for people because people need this in their life. They do. So as you see at the bottom of the picture, it's, let's say I'm here at the top and I help 3 people. And then each of those 3 people help 3 people. And that's how your network grows. Okay? And that's how you grow a team. A little bit about our team. So as I mentioned when I told you about myself, I signed up as a coach in December of 2014. I was clueless to this business. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea even about the opportunity. I was going to do it not really necessarily for the money. I was going to do it just to help 1 or 2 people. And so as I started to learn what there was to offer, it just took off from there. So our team is rapidly growing, which is amazing. It's amazing for all of the lives that we're going to change, not just that the people that we help change their health and fitness, but also for the men and women that want to live a life that they're not stuck, where they're not happy and they can spend more time with their families. Because being a mom, being a wife, I know that that's extremely important to me. I mentioned I'm a singer-songwriter. I have always been a dreamer, always. And I always said that the songs that I write were never mine. The songs that I write were from God to me, and that God used me as a vessel to get them out. And I believe that they came to me in dreams, because I would always wake up with this like amazing epiphany or this amazing song that came together. And the quote that really, really stuck with me is, if you can dream it, you can do it. And this is a very popular quote by Walt Disney, but it's true. If you can dream something up and you put the work in to make it happen, you can absolutely accomplish anything. So you can see in my logo here, it's Dream Fit, but Dream It are the ones that are colored so that that sticks out. Because it's very important that people know that you can achieve anything that you dream. Us as a team, we have to offer training and rewards and trips and friendships that I can't even begin to describe. Like, I signed up a year ago and I cannot imagine my life without these amazing people, and I just absolutely can't. And it's only been a year. So I want to talk briefly about just opportunities in general and how you make money and the business side of things. So let's talk about just the traditional, I'm going to go to college. I'm going to get a 4-year degree, and it's very expensive, and we just do it because we're told, and that's tradition. I'm a recruiter by trade, so I know how important a college degree is. However, now in the markets, actually we're getting away from it. But think about it. You go to college and you spend all of this money, and your parents save for it your entire life so you can go to college. But there's no promise of getting a job afterwards. It's not like when we were younger, and if you had a college degree, you just got a job. That's not how it is. I mean, you have to have a college degree to even get looked at, but that's not a promise. And there are a lot of people that are getting out of college right now that do not have jobs, and they haven't had jobs for like a year or 2 because the market is just oversaturated. So then let's talk about, okay, I have a full-time job, and this is an option. And I have a full-time job, and I'm not in a sales position. I get a flat salary, And of course, that varies by location. Every area varies average. But let's talk about the vacation that you get. You get an average of about maybe 10 or 11 days of vacation. Because I'm also in HR, I know that a lot of jobs are moving away from sick time. So they're consolidating and they're moving into PTO, which PTO actually, if you don't use your sick days, this is better for you. But if you use your sick days, you're actually losing time off. So as a mom, when my kids were sick, or I had to be home with them, or I got sick, or something happened with our schedule, I no longer had that time. So that was actually time taken away from me. So it was almost like being furloughed. So, and then what do you get as a full-time job? Maybe like a 2% raise, maybe a bonus if you're lucky. There's not a lot of growth potential. You grow slowly over time. So what's another opportunity? You could be a franchise owner, okay? So you could buy a franchise. You could invest in a Subway. You could invest in a, whatever there is to purchase Chick-fil-A. But there's extremely high startup costs and extremely high overhead. And there's not a lot of promise in these businesses. I mean, okay, so maybe if you open a Chick-fil-A, you'll probably be good because people love themselves some Chick-fil-A. But, there's just no promise. And you're going to have a lot of out-of-pocket costs, especially in the beginning. So let's talk about having a franchise. And I want to relate having a franchise to the coaching side. Because what if you could own a franchise business for just $40, okay? $40 is what it costs to sign up as a coach. So let's compare the franchise side. So let's say you want to buy a Subway, you want to buy, donut shop, whatever it is. And your startup costs are going to be anywhere between $10,000 and $200,000. I mean, we're talking about taking out an extra mortgage on your house. Your risk is high because you are dumping everything you have into that business. The upside of that is you're going to work your tail off to make that business work because you just invested your entire life savings, your children's savings. You invested so much, so you work your tail off to make it happen. Coaching side, the risk is very low. Sign-up cost is $40. And then there's a coaching fee every month of $15.95 thereafter. But if you purchase a challenge pack, or if you're going to purchase a challenge pack, that $40 is waived. That means that signing up as a coach is the exact same price as signing up as a challenger, okay? So there's no crazy costs in doing so. And if you sign up as a coach, you can immediately start earning, whether it is you want to grow a team or whether you want to just recommend the products and programs, okay? But the downside of this is because you're only investing a very small amount of money, some people will look at it as, this isn't really a business. This is just a hobby, or, they don't put the effort in. They expect it to just, unravel. I'm a coach and people will come to me, et cetera, instead of actually working their business and making the earning potential that you can make. So another side from franchise to coaching is with a franchise business, there's a lot of guidelines that you have to follow. So your trainings are completely outlined. Your marketing is very, stay in the lines. You have to go by corporate headquarters. Whereas coaching is different. With coaching, you can identify your specific market. And you can, if you're a mom like me, you can cater to other moms. If you are, a fitness professional and you want to cater to other fitness professionals. If, excuse me, you are a nutritionist and you want to cater to other dietitians, then you can do that. Whatever it is, you find your niche market, and that is who you brand your business from, which is very different than a franchise. So with a franchise, your success is based only off of your own efforts, okay? And you depend on your employees that work for you. In the coaching side, your success is based on how hard you work as well and your efforts, but it also helps the efforts of your team that work with you. So as a coach, each of us are coaches. Each of us can take off and work our business at any time. Each of us has the potential to grow a team. Each of us has the potential to recommend products from day one of signing up. But as you grow that and each of you works at your own business, that benefits your team. So now nobody works for me. My team does not work for me, but I help them. I develop trainings. I do calls for them. I teach them this side because we are a team, okay? And that does benefit me and how well they do. So earning potential of a coach. And I'm going to share just a little bit about how much money I've made my first month as a coach and what I made at month 8. And I've done even better right now. I'm at like month 13. But my first month as a coach, I told you I was clueless. I don't even know how I did this. I didn't do a training. Nobody told me what to do. And I started sharing. I started doing my programs, which I was doing anyway. Started taking pictures of them. I posted them on social media and people would reach out to me and they would say, "What are you doing? Like, that is awesome that you are so motivated to continue." It was the holidays. And so I was like, "I'm doing 21-day fix in Shakeology." And they were like, "I want to do it too." And so I was like, "All right." And so I was able to recommend a lot of programs for people. And so my first month as a coach, I made $612.40. So for those of you guys that don't understand, first month of working as a coach, that's amazing, I mean, the earning potential here is great, and that was just strictly with products and programs. In month 8, as I started to grow my team, I earned $2,003.84. So as you can see, and that was a month. So as you can see, your earning potential just grows and grows. And of course, dreams plus work equals success. Nothing is going to fall into your lap. You do have to treat this as a business. You do have to do simple things every single day. But if you do those things, your business will soar. Now, let's talk about hesitations and misconceptions in this business. And I want to start with the huge elephant in the room that my husband completely chased me down with for like the first 3 months of me being a coach. He's like, "Oh, you're doing that pyramid scheme." And everybody came up to him after, like, "Oh, you're doing a pyramid scheme. Your wife is doing that pyramid scheme." And it really made me question, like, is this a pyramid scheme? So I really went and I did my research on what really is a pyramid scheme. And so I found this definition, of course, which you can Google. But a pyramid scheme is a form of investment illegal in the U.S. and elsewhere in which each paying participant recruits 2 further participants with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by later ones. Okay, that's kind of like very complicated. But basically what it means is only the person at the top is getting paid and people at the bottom are paying. And so you're earning money off of what they're paying. I already told you, when you sign up as a coach, you don't pay a lot of money, okay? And you're not paying me. And oh, by the way, I don't earn from you signing up as a coach because any more than I would a challenger. But in fact, if you continue being a coach, I actually earn very little, less than a challenger on the second month if you decide that you don't want to work the business. So, but you have the potential that first day that you sign up as a coach to start recommending products, to start growing a team, and to make a team. You could leave me behind. You could say, "Stephanie, I want absolutely nothing to do with Dream Fit. I'm out of here. I'm going to grow my business from scratch and I'm going to take off." Okay? So this isn't about me taking anything from you because that is not how this business functions. But let's talk about some organizations, pretty much everything, that functions in this kind of pyramid structure. So let's look at the military, okay? Up at top, you have the commander-in-chief. right? Underneath, you have generals, just a few. Underneath those generals, you have colonels, you have lieutenant colonels, majors, captains, lieutenants. These are all officers. And then under that, you have the enlisted, which are much greater in numbers than your officers, okay? So there you have it. You have that pyramid structure. And let's face it, that person at top, the commander-in-chief, is making the most money for, way over that person on the bottom, that enlisted person. And the chances of that enlisted person getting up to the top are very, very slim. Same with corporation. What do you have at the top? You have the CEO. Underneath, you have the presidents and vice presidents. Just a couple, maybe one of each. Under that, you have managers. Under that, supervisors. Under that, employees. Okay? The people at the bottom, they're making the lesser amount of money. And the chance of getting up top, just like I said, with like these full-time positions, are very slim to none. When you sign up as a coach under someone else, that does not mean that you cannot surpass them in rank, surpass them in income, period. It's a very different structure than what people see when they think of the pyramid. Okay, let's talk about another misconception, which is huge, but I am not a salesperson. As you can see from this picture, this person is yelling at this woman through a bullhorn, and I'm gonna, like, if this picture had words, it would say, "Buy my stuff!" Okay, that's not what we do, and selling to people means nothing, okay? I'm not a salesperson. I don't like sales. In fact, I am the person that walks into the mall and like avoids the salesperson, like, please don't come talk to me. Like, I'm good, thank you. So, but you're in luck. We don't do that with coaching. We are in the business of selling. We are in a business of helping people. We are in the business of relationships and recommending products and programs that will help others live a healthier and fulfilling life. Let's go back to the idea of selling really quick, because people are so turned off by this word, as am I, as was I in the very beginning. But if you think of us and how we live and how we are just living our lives, and look at your kids, when they want something, when they're young and they're learning how to communicate, they scream and they cry. And guys, that is them selling to you what they want. So don't think of selling as this like horrible, horrible thing. I know I think of salesperson as that skeevy, like used car salesman that's like relentless and will not leave you alone. That's not what we are. We are people that build relationships with people and they help them achieve their goals. And if people don't want to join us, we don't pester them, but we're there to help them when they're ready. Another big misconception is that I don't have a lot of time, but I don't have an extra 6 hours a day. Well, again, you're lucky. You do not need a ton of time to run this business. If you know my life and you follow me on social media, you know my life is crazy hectic. In fact, I've been up since 4:45 this morning because I got up to do my workout because I had such a busy day and I needed to make it a priority. But my life is crazy. I have 2 kids, they're 5 and 2. My husband is a police officer, so we work opposite schedules. My commute is on average an hour and a half each way, so about 3 hours a day, if not more. My job is extremely busy, and I'm busy with my coaching. So on top of owning a home and running a life and everything else. So I work about 1 to 2 hours of coaching a day, okay? And as a new coach, a little bit less. So that's really all you need in this business. And in fact, as you grow your business and you get past that hump of building that foundation, your business starts to run itself. So you don't even need to be working that much. I know coaches in this business that make a 6-figure income and work about 2 to 3 hours a day. And, it's a, typical day in the life of a coach is, you check in with your challengers, you check in with your coaches, you do training calls like this, and that's your time spent. And so you allocate your time accordingly, and you simplify your life, and it works out. And you can run this business. It's a very simple business. We give you training and everything on how to make it work, so that you don't have to start from scratch. There's no recreating the wheel here. We show you how to grow your network. We tell you, how to build these relationships with people, to speak to them and really bring value to their life. And with that comes a lot of success, because people want to help themselves, but they just don't know where to start. And that's where we as coaches come in. So I'm going to talk about another really big misconception is, okay, I can't be a coach. I'm not at my goal weight. Wow. Let me introduce you to me. Me, guys. This is a picture of me here, standing next to my sister. That is from last Christmas. I was 45 pounds heavier than I am right now. I had started the 21-day fix. Like I said, I had lost like 20 pounds up until this point, and I was doing really well, and I loved it. And like I said, I signed up completely in the dark of coaching. But that first month that I earned $600, I was heavy. I was very heavy. But people were inspired by me checking into my journey every day. And they saw me doing it, and they said, if she can do it, then so can I. And it's a big motto of mine. So coaches come in all shapes and sizes. Coaches are different ages. They are male, female. It doesn't matter. Each coach, because they have a niche market, they speak to every single person in a different way. And so you're going to have people follow you that really connect with you and connect with your story. And so that is the beauty of being a coach. And that's how it works for everyone. So I am going to, come back and end this call. But I want to say, there are so many amazing things about this opportunity that I can't present in a short amount of time. And I want you guys to all know that the person that invited you to this call is there to answer any questions you have. And this is not something that we are trying to talk you into or coerce you into. This is something that is really very near and dear to my heart in helping people. And if it doesn't work for you in your life, that's okay. Nobody is going to hold that against you. But if you find value in this opportunity, if you like helping people, if you have a passion for health and fitness, you have nothing to lose in giving this a try. Because giving this a try and changing someone's life is so amazingly rewarding. And I just cannot begin to describe that feeling when someone comes to you after they've lost even just 15 pounds and says, thank you. Thank you so much. I cannot even begin to express my gratitude. So what you can do after this webinar is over is go ahead and contact the coach that invited you and discuss with them what kind of coach that you would be interested in being if you're interested in this opportunity. So whether you want to be an all-in coach, maybe you want to work this as a hobby, or maybe you are a lover of Shakeology, lover of Beachbody programs, and you're going to continue them and you'd like to get a discount on the products. Number 2, let them walk you through how to sign up as a coach and get you started. And number 3, if you're ready to work this business, make sure you get registered for one of our new coach mentorship trainings. And we're actually starting a training. I'm starting a training on Monday, January 18th. So this is a wonderful time to get signed up and get you started because, like I said, you lay that foundation. It's a 30-day training where I walk you through everything you need to know to get started as a coach and mentor you in the start of your business. So if you have any more questions, if you don't have a coach, if you're finding this video online and you'd like to chat with me, please feel free to reach out at any one of these links and give me a buzz, because I would love to talk with you about coaching. So I am going to go ahead and end the recording here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was wonderful to have you.